Dragon.
We're not eating lunch now.
Dragon waiting awakening.
Dobrý den. So last weekend we went on our first CIE field trip to the Karlovy Film Festival, and it's actually in German Sudetenland, which is the area that Chamberlain appeased to Hitler. And on our way there we stopped by Locket, which means elbow, to visit the Locket medieval castle. And Locket, like Karlovy, is actually one of 3 spa cities because that entire area is kind of a hotbed of volcanic activity, but I think it's probably benign now since people are living there. And if you touch the ground, it's very warm and there are lots of hot springs there. And legend has it that our friend Charles IV was riding on his horse, fell off into a hot spring and discovered, oh my gosh, this is a hotbed of hot springs, let's have like towns here. And also what's interesting about the place is that around the 14th century, people discovered this huge boulder just, you know, in the castle somewhere. And there are lots of stories about this boulder, like, oh, it had been this evil man who was turned into a rock. But it turns out after some study that the boulder is the oldest meteor in the world. It's pretty cool. Also, there's this like watchtower with a big dragon that you saw in the beginning of the video. I guess it's added for dramatic effect, which works because the dragon has red eyes. And for all you literary folks out there, Goethe, who was a very famous German writer, visited Locket very frequently towards the end of his life because he fell in love with a 17-year-old girl and he wrote tons of poems about her. I think she rejected him. Then again, he was in his 70s. Sorry, Goethe. But still, Goethe is a very celebrated writer. You'll see his bust everywhere around German Sudetenland. I mean, not everywhere, but we went to Karlovy and there's another Goethe bust. But Karlovy is actually one of the most famous spa towns because the spas are actually used for therapeutical treatment. People go there and stay in the spas for weeks, and the mineral water has some curative effects. And also these springs are like piping hot. The temperature of the hottest spring is around 73 centigrade, which is around 163 Fahrenheit. Very hot. So the town welcomes many different types of people because of its spas, and it actually became a type of posh town because lots of Soviet Union leaders would, you know, hang out there, and now it's kind of become a town for diplomats. But the real reason why we went to Karlovy wasn't so much because of its hot springs, but because Karlovy was hosting the International Film Festival, and this is actually one of the oldest film festivals because it started in 1946, but it actually fell out of favor in the 90s and resurrected in the last 20 years, so now it's built up a lot of international attention, which is very good, especially for Czechs, because Karlovy Film Festival is a place where people can invest in Czech artists and buy Czech films, so it's very important. But anyway, we didn't get to spend that much time in the town. We actually had to leave the next day. I didn't even walk into any of the spa houses, but as we went out, we actually visited a few other places like this, another castle that has like a gold shrine casket thing. And on a hill right next to that castle is a very famous execution site called Gallows Hill. If people didn't like their serfs or they found some burglaries, they could have these people executed. And some of them, I think, were tortured for 1 to 6 hours because it's a preparation for punishment. And even in the 1940s, Nazis used Czech executioners for their purposes, only that they didn't pay some of the executioners who later sued the state. Yeah, but it's very grim and dark history because lots of people died. There's actually a guest book that you could sign. I think we were the first Americans to visit that execution site. But yeah, so that was our field trip to the hot springs of Czech Republic. And to lighten things up, a few days later we went to the zoo. And then after that, Katka and I went to see a water show.
Hi, Katka.
Hi, Len, and everyone else.
Where are we going?
It's like, it's called Křižíkova Fontana, Křižík's Fountain, and it's a light water musical show. I hope we will see a little bit of it at least.
That's it. I should eat something. I'm kind of hungry. I was reading up on all the possible walking tours that I can do, and I don't have time to do any of that. So, but I'll see what I can do in the next 5 days that I'm here. I know. I know, doesn't time pass by so... I know! So that's it for now. I'll see you guys very soon. If you'd like a wallpaper, please email me at worldismarble@gmail.com and I'll send you a customized Prague wallpaper for your desktop. Thank you for watching. Take care, naschledanou, and see you on the other side of the camera. Bye. Charlie, where are we going, Charlie?